Hey everyone, so I'm going to show you guys how to actually start or scale your current fashion or product-based brand. So this is open to any kind of product, not just fashion. But we're going to show you the step-by-step system that actually works. A lot of people don't actually make money doing this because the problem they have is they're just guessing everything and they're just making things they like. They're not putting data-driven info behind it. And that's really, really important in e-commerce, especially when there's so much competition, guys, okay? So let's start this process. Okay, so the first step, I'm gonna open my notepad. Okay, so the first step, guys, is you need to find a winning product. So what exactly is a winning product? Basically, a winning product, it's something that's already been proven to work by another brand, something that's making, at least 5 to 6 figures. If you look at brands like Fear of God, or Ritzia, all those brands make money off their core business. Even Uniqlo, their basics probably sell the fastest. So we're gonna look at Represent for this case study. George, don't be mad at me. I'm a big fan of you, but we're just gonna be using you because you are a great brand. So basically, I know for a fact this shirt has been very popular because I've just seen them restock. So some of the clues that something's a winning product. You can also look at TikTok, seeing what product is being viral constantly. So I know like a fitted tee has been viral constantly, or at one point everyone was doing cargos. And so once you find a trendy product, which is also a winning product, so I call it trendy or winning product, you want to take that and try to change by 3%. So what does that mean by changing by 3%? That means change your pocket, change the fabric, change your silhouette, just change it slightly, right? So that it's unique to your own. So for example, this shirt, let's just say this was in. I remember there were soccer jerseys that were super in. Now imagine you did this in like a knit, right? And I know a few brands that did do that and it just sold out. Like I think Kith did that, right? So you can be very creative with the fabric and different methods. So the first step to find a winning product that you can do, I'm gonna shrink this for a sec, is you can go into their site and just go into their best sellers. Usually that's a good way to see what their winning product is. But the problem is with best sellers is sometimes I find, because I have a clothing brand myself, if something's not selling well, they'll put it under best sellers to get rid of it. But I know for a fact their 247 tank has been seen everywhere, so I know these two items are for sure best sellers. Problem with this, if you try to replicate this, you probably won't sell out like they are, because the thing about them is they're selling the logo and the fit. Even if you copy the fit, the logo doesn't matter to anyone because they don't know who you are. So these are items you actually cannot count as a winning product. We're gonna go down. So there's apps you could use to really find winning products. But for this example, I'm going to show you a winning product that I found for my brand, for example. So if I go on TikTok right now. So I knew that Uniqlo was getting quite popular, okay? And because I knew Uniqlo was getting popular with the barrel pants, everyone was posting about it, right? So once I find a winning product like this, I would always save it. So let's just look at this example.
Don't boast, take it to the chorus.
Okay, so a lot of people were posting about this. It went viral.
Got the viral Uniqlo women's barrel leg pants. Let's see if they're worth the hype. I got them in 2 colors. First of all, eyes up. Got the barrel fit.
So what I did once I found it is, remember I told you change it by 3%? So I went and tried on the barrel fit because I knew it was a trendy and a winning product. But no one made it in a raw denim. No one added pleating. And obviously as a designer, I don't want to copy someone fully. I don't think it's respectable. So for me, I went in, found something that was really sick, and I recreated it. So let's take a look at it.
If you're a fan of barrel fit and you own the Uniqlo.
Also, by doing this, by name dropping something that's viral, look how many comments I got of people asking me for the brand name and ID, right? So that's kind of a crazy strategy, but let's keep going.
There's this one that just came out. It's raw denim and it has a nice pocket detailing. I believe this one's made in Canada. by a brand that's out of Canada. And you can see there's pleating on the fronts, and look at the barrel fit on it, which is amazing. And the back pocket detailing shot here.
So I changed the back pocket to my own shape. I use a really nice raw denim, which no one has done on a barrel fit yet.
Here, you can see
I also added pleating effects. I also added trouser button instead of a denim button. So that's what I mean by changing by 3%.
the shape here.
Now, if you are not creative, once you find a winning product, you can easily go on Pinterest. So I'm going to give you an example. And the next step is you can go on Pinterest and you can just type in like unique pockets. So if you don't know what a stitching or a pocket is called, you can go on here and literally get inspo. Maybe for like your next button down shirt or your next pants, you can try this pocket instead of a regular pocket, right? So that's what I'm going to change with 3%. Maybe changing the fabric or the silhouette. Maybe the stitching, right? Stitching on shirt details. So now you're going to see different stitching, right? What if you did raw edge stitching or this type of stitching on a t-shirt? So this is what I mean by changing by 3%. Never copy, because if you copy, someone already has that product. There's no point of you to make it. The reason for you to make it is to make something that's already trendy but so unique that you cannot buy it at Zara or Shein. So now you're going to own the market and you're going to be able to sell out. And this goes for any product, not just fashion, right? This goes for like hair product. It goes for concealer. So I'll show you one of my brands. This brand is a brand that I own, and this is a concealer stick for men. Obviously, everyone sells concealer, but I changed it by 3% by making it look like a chapstick. So it's hidden, and I made it for guys that don't know anything about makeup, right? So then this brand is crushing it now. I made a commercial. Right? So just to give you an example, so once you have a winning product and you change it by 3%, right? So you find it, change it by 3%, which is what I did. The next step is you want to go and find winning ads. So I'm going to go to Facebook ad library. So let's just say I'm a woman's brand. I'm going to switch it up a little bit. And let's just say I'm a woman's brand. So now if I type in Joel Brown, I'm going to see all their winning ads. And here's a tip. Any ad that's really old is usually a good ad because they haven't turned it off. Okay? So let's check it out. So why is this ad good? It shows the details, shows the fabric. Very simple. All the good ads I know it works is around 7 to 10 seconds. Okay? So once you find a good winning ad, you want to save it. I use an app called Foreplay where I can organize all my winning ads. Right? So I actually have like a little mentorship program that I help other brand owners scale. And we have a board literally called Winning Ads. And this shows all the winning ads each month. So the brands I work with can literally just copy these ads and pretty much scale their brands. I've had over 10 years of ad experience, and I've scaled my skincare, the concealer skincare company. I've scaled my own clothing brand. Besides that point, the main thing is once you find a winning ad, the secret to launching a product is you want to do you want to test 4 image ads, and you want to test 4 video ads. Now this is a whole nother video. I teach this in my program where I teach people how to actually run meta fashion ads. These are the ads that actually work, how to edit, how to find winning ads, and then how to read it and scale fashion or product base. I believe in building a brand, not a drop shipping brand, because it lasts longer. And the way to test is very cheap. It's $10 per ad, and then the winner, based on how many add to carts, how many clicks, how many purchase, I'll know why they didn't buy, right? So if someone adds to cart but didn't purchase, usually it's shipping costs. If someone clicks a lot but doesn't actually add to cart, usually it's the price, right? So there's different methods. I teach that in my program. For anyone that is interested in mentorship, you can click near the end or the link below, and my team will vet you, see if you're a good fit, as we don't take everyone. We're limited spots, okay? Now, once you find a winning ad and you scaled it, right, with the winning ad strategy, the winning ad strategy, the next thing you're going to do is make sure your Shopify site actually looks good. So if I go on like Sporty and Rich, for example, okay, here's another brand. If you look at their brand, this is really important. You see how you can add to cart so quick? You want to decrease the time it takes them to add something to cart, okay? So that's actually done on purpose. Once you go in, you also want to make sure that you can add all this to your cart so you don't have to leave. You want to always upsell the entire fit, not just one shirt, right? So this is really, really important, guys, right? So the AOV, average order value, will go up, which then you become more profitable when you run ads, okay? So these little things are very important. Everyone has this. Even if you go to represent clothing, like there's actually a pattern here, right? And it's done because brands that make $200 million plus, they all have these features, right? So look, right there. And you can switch, swap. So here's the thing. I actually built my own clean website, and it's very, very important to have a clean, minimal website if you want to be able to convert. There's so much distractions now, and so there's actually a full checklist of things you need on your website to make sure it converts. So for you to actually make money, there's a couple things, right? So first, let's do this again. Find winning products, change it by 3%, replicate winning ads, create an actual converting, high converting Shopify site, okay? And then you need to review and repeat. So what that means is after you figure out what does well and what doesn't, you know what to remove and what to continue, okay? So this is too much for one video to teach, but that's pretty much the basics for you guys to understand. Like in here, I've built a theme that pretty much is very similar to all the high converting themes. So I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like. So this is the theme here. So basically, this is another brand that I worked with. Let's see here. So let's just say I click on, let's see, shop all. Okay, so let's just say, click on this. So there's a swipe feature, which is really important. You want to be able to swipe through products. Add to cart really quickly. Go inside. In here, you'll get a size chart. It's very important to know how it fits. Upsell right here. Model specs, everything's compressed. It's not too full. But these are just some of the features, right? And then FAQ on the actual thing. Another brand, if I go to Cobuxton, for example, like it's all about that, guys. Like literally, when I first launched this brand, the first 2 months, I made close to 300K and no one had no followers. I just knew how to build a really nice, clean website, just like this. I knew how to run ads properly. So this formula has been repeated multiple times. I've done this for so many clothing brands, including myself, and even product brands, okay? Like this is a product brand, it's not a clothing brand. I've done it for protein companies. So again, you see these features that they have? Everyone has the same features on purpose, guys, all right? So this is pretty much the strategy on how you can actually make a lot of money. Stop guessing and start using the actual techniques I'm teaching you, okay? If you found this helpful, and if you're in a position where you want to start a brand or you're stuck at your current brand, it could be product-based or fashion, and you want to get to the next level, we do mentorship on a one-on-one basis and a group basis, depending on what level you're at and how interesting your idea is. My team will go through it, and I will go through it and see if you're a good fit. Sometimes I invest in the companies I work with. If I find you're a good fit, then I'll invest in you. There's also other methods that we teach inside of our program to actually look at real numbers and data from the actual brand versus guessing, okay? So those are some of the methods I will teach. If you're interested, there's a link below my YouTube that's going to show you exactly how you can get vetted. I believe this is the link. It's going to look something like this. And then you just put your info in here, and we can pretty much submit you and see if you're a good fit for the program or not. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we will talk soon. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, subscribe. I have way more videos like this, and also on Instagram. Talk soon, guys.